Welcome back, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, to Black Mesa. So, this is not where we left off. Guess what happened? I had a blue screen of death, and I don't have an earlier point.
So the only thing that I can do is go back and replay that section later on.
But we don't have that many chapters left. So... now I remember where I was. Not really. We were actually even further back than where I was already before the blue screen of death. That's how often apparently I managed to save. So, right now we are in an area called Zen. Actually, no, we're pretty much probably where the autosave probably would have put us. We're also in the chapter named. Oh, we're in a chapter named Zen. Got it. Anything that's 6 on there. So basically I have no idea where we're supposed to really be going. That's bad. Personally, when you get a lot of ammo out of nowhere, that's bad. But yeah, no, so basically I had a blue screen of death. The reason for the blue screen of death was because my computer actually overheated? Overheat? Overheated is the better one, so what I've done is I've cannibalized another fan from the other computer to hopefully alleviate some of that. But yeah, no, right where I am technically is another UI element that is basically, what's that word? So, basically from my perspective, right now, I technically only need to show you how I got to Zen. I think. But from my perspective right now, none of you know how I got to Zen other than I could have cheated. But I didn't. I got to Zen fair and square. And, yeah, so we got to Zen fair and square. We went through all of the Lambda core stuff, which was fine, kind of. I say kind of because, like, it was frustrating as hell to figure out which one goes where, because it was basically going, okay, this one, and then this one. So I'm hoping that I did actually go back and film it again. But I'm going to, every 15 minutes now, stop the recording. So I know it's going to be a little bit distracting for me in terms of putting all the editing stuff together. But there's nothing I can really do. Other than, you know... Film. Film! You must not film! Must feel. But you know, I've had a lot more fun filming than streaming right now. Slowly based on the fact that, like, I don't know the results now, so, you know. I don't know, it's kind of a bit weird to be like, wait, you don't know your results now? Yes, I don't know the results now. So, in terms of... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than... Because I don't know the results, I'm more... weirded out by it, which, you know, I don't know. I don't even know how to feel. Need a faster reloading gun. All I can think of doing. But, you know, also at the same point, like, I realize that probably a lot of people have already filmed this as well, so if you guys really want to know how to get through the Lambda core, it's not my video. My video is not the one, because the last thing I remember is legitimately the last thing that I have footage-wise is legitimately me going... It is basically yesterday in terms of your perspective, so it's like a really big jump cut. So I do really feel like I'm going to have to film it again. Which is kind of a bit of a shame because I won't be up to the same point as where I started now because I feel like that's a bit of a cop-out. And if you're wondering what part that I have, it's too far back from like my manual saves. Because I don't manually save. Like it's in an awkward position basically. Is the best way of putting it. So it's like one of those awkward positions where you're like, kind of screwed, man. We're kind of screwed. You know, those kind of positions where you're like, like, it's not far back enough that it's like, alright, cool, so we're jumping over the Lambda core stuff. It's like, further back than that. It's like, not where I need it to be. How do we do this? It's like it's not boosting us enough. Well, that doesn't do that. Only thing I can think of is throwing a grenade. Only thing I can think of is throwing a grenade. We... like, it definitely will boost us over to there. Any other way of propelling us? Like, the minute we're touching it. Like, leave the boost to the last minute or something? Okay, so we can get up there, it's just I'm being difficult. That was weird. I'm back. So... if you actually didn't realize what was happening, you could actually hear a fan. Oh, it's level loading now. Okay, Gordon.
I'm up here. Practice your long jump if you must, but hurry up.
You can't really make any adjustments when you're in the air, by the way. Just so you know.
All right, I can open the portal now. The process is complicated, and once it has begun, I must not be interrupted or I'll have to start all over again. Don't enter the beam until I give the okay. Understood?
Got it, Doc. Alien invaders. As I said, sadly I will be skipping a bit through Zen because we are probably up to around about like maybe 7 or 8 hours now. Once this game is finished, we will move on to Half-Life 2 if
My God! We've got the breach!
over. But also yesterday, no, that wasn't yesterday, was it? I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the day before that. We basically got the first sort of screen that basically said, you know, sorry. The screen that basically said, "Look, danger."
Almost there, Freeman. Get yourself into position. It's ready. Must go. Now.
By the way, like, the last time I did this, I ended up at like 35 health. That was one of those ones. Whatever that was, it was kind of creepy. But you know, now time to load where we actually are in the game. Because now we've gotten to Zen. It's pretty much just parkour, me frustrated, more parkour, me dying. So pretty much it's just a, from my perspective, it's pretty much a waste of time. Because there's still a lot in Zen to do. Yeah. And we'll see you in a few. Boop. Welcome everyone to Black Mesa. So we are in Zen. I've had computer issues involving temperatures, so I am pretty much testing everything. So if this episode goes up, it means that my test was successful, and I am hoping to be able to finish this game before anything else happens. So, as everyone knows, a lot of computers do not like utilizing 100% of itself all of the time. So that's the one thing that's been happening here. I've been utilizing like everything that is possible on here. So unfortunately, I won't be going back . So I won't be going back to turn around and play the, you know, the part all the way up to this, because, that's when, basically there's a portion of the game that's been cut out for me. And for you guys as well. Because apparently it puts so much strain on my CPU, not my CPU, my GPU, right? Right now it's sitting at 62 degrees. The fact that I have a chance to actually be able to, you know, catch it, I think keeping VSync on is, well, gonna be a thing in games that are very, very, high demanding, I guess, and we won't be able to run with the best quality unless I'm doing water cooling, I think. I legitimately think I won't be able to do anything. It's no telling me that frames are 120 even though it's supposed to have VSync on. I think we'll be fine. I genuinely think we'll be fine. It shouldn't go any... it's not going any higher, so we should be alright to do what we're doing now. Jesus fucking Christ, how many is there? How many is there of this little fucking thing, man? Ow. There we go. So yeah, no, we're managing to get there. I didn't think that VSync would help or anything else like that, but VSync seems to help. So if we can finish this game, I'd be happy. So, there's quite a few things. We're looking for something that basically... I wonder if eventually... Can you imagine, like, humanity manages to find that later on, and it's like, why in the fuck do I see... Like, ironically, this is the lowest temperature that my GPU is gonna have. So I'm guessing that my issues were actually related to the fact that the GPU was basically pushing itself to give me the best quality out there, which, to be honest, like, it's not dropped in quality, which is kind of weird to say. And what I mean by it's not dropped in quality, it's not dropped in quality, as in, like, the game still looks the exact same. And they're dead. There we go, we can heal ourselves. So, you know, the one problem that we have is basically, like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but, well, it's not that bad. Like, what I can do is, I just need to set it up so that, you know, I don't lose any more footage or anything else like that. So, like, you'll see weird cuts, but it won't really be weird cuts for you. It'll just be like loading levels. Yeah! Just enough so that I can have the... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than... Well, that was idiotic of them, wasn't it? Ah, yes, no. Brrr. Don't even know where we are now. I remember this part, okay? I remember this part, and I don't get it. And what I mean by I remember this part, I remember this part. Also, no curses. But yeah, no, like, it seems like I've managed to fix it, so it genuinely wasn't like the CPU fans, so that's fine. We'll add more fans to the computer anyway. Well, I'm adding more fans to the computer anyway, so it's gonna be good. So basically, we're just on an all-around-about session of... An all-around-about session of, well, hello there. That is, you know, because right now I've got an 80mm fan and a 120mm fan on the front. Before I didn't have them too. It was basically like, well then, that seems like a bad idea. You know, so there's now more cooling. The only other thing that I can probably suggest to do is, like, add water cooling instead of that kind of cooling, which I don't know how much of a pain that's going to be. Probably for someone like me, it's going to be a really bad pain. Also, I'm just wondering how in the hell... Not like these. How we're getting resources. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. How are we getting resources that's allowing us to do things? Also, by the way, I found out how this puzzle works. Because I've already done it. But I won't do it first time. Maybe I'll do it second time. Or third. But yeah, no, like, I don't know how far up I'm actually having to... Oh, never mind. We're not catching up that far, are we? This was where the last blue screen of death that I had basically was. Basically, that thing happened, and then my entire PC shut off. And this is the end of the video. So, thank you very much for watching. If you guys liked, please hit that like button. If you guys want to subscribe, go do that. And I do also stream on Twitch. Bye-bye.